What's up? This is Ryan.
Hey, and this is Michael. Welcome to All Day Unpacked. We are back.
Totally.
What's up?
What is up? Let's talk about what's going on. So there is a pack drop coming up, and it is, from my understanding, the NFC first.
Yep.
And they are going to do a legendary drop and then a rare drop as well. And there's a bunch of like stuff attached to that, as far as like, there's a burn challenge. Hang on just a second here. I got some notes on it. Why don't you go ahead and start talking about it? I'm trying to get rid of.
Yeah, no, it's so you're right. There's a legendary and a rare dynamic pack. They're a lot like the other ones that they've been doing throughout the season.
Yes.
The difference is that like there was 4 different drops where there was like exclusive moments in each drop, and this is all of them combined like Voltron into one drop, but it's just all NFC. And so I was kind of looking through the pack list, like the legendary packs. There's like 2 or 3 of each legendary in the packs.
Right.
And then the rares have like kind of a mix and match. It's not everybody. So it was kind of a little bit more.
I checked into that a little bit. In the legendary packs, they took a lot of the good players and they put them in there. And there was like 17 of all the good guys in the legendary packs. So I thought that was a nice thing. I'm looking right here. The ordering starts Thursday, December 7th at 5 p.m.
Which and was today earlier, yeah.
Right. And it says there's only 1,000 packs for sale. And
of
only
the rare.
Of the rare. And only 175 packs for sale of the legendary.
Yep. So the way the legendaries worked is if you own a legendary set from series 1 or 2, you're guaranteed to purchase a pack. It's like 65 people, I believe, is the number. Okay. Then the other 110 are going to go up for sale to anybody who owns 1 legendary dynamic or more. They'll have a shot. So you can go on right now and you can try to reserve up to 3 packs, which equals 3 entries in a drawing. Same thing with the rare packs. And the rare packs, so there's only 1,000 rare packs. They had 1,000 reservations within 23 minutes of the packs going live. So
of the rare or the legendaries?
The rares.
Of the rares. Okay.
Yep.
I felt like, I feel like the rare is like a decent deal.
It is. I mean, it's $74 and you're guaranteed 2 rares.
Correct.
But the legendary pack's a pretty good deal too. So the legendary pack's $549. You're guaranteed a legendary. And then you got 4 more rares coming, and you have a 10% chance at a second legendary. So
they're calling it a wild card.
Yeah, the wild card.
So it's like, so there's 12 moments in the legendary pack, 6 commons.
Yep.
4 dynamic.
So look out for dollar moments; those will be hitting. So when these packs get delivered, all you people who like those dollar moments, they're going to be. That's your chance to get them when they. Whenever people get these packs, they just start dumping whatever they don't want out cheap. So if you got your eye on some dollar moments or some people that you want to stack for burns or whatever, that's the best time to buy them.
Right. I'm trying to gauge how many actual commons, like what percentage of these, because these are the commons that are in the team packs, correct?
Yeah. So if you look at the pack list, like I'm looking right now, it's just base commons that are in there. Oh, wait a minute.
Are these the move the chains?
These are the commons. No, these are the pack commons.
The pack commons.
Yeah, like the team packs that they're dropping right now. The 2023 commons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. That's the first time they've done that.
Yeah. Right. So this is what you're talking about with dollar moments coming. I thought that's why you were referring to dollar moments, because they are going to be coming.
I just meant dollar moments no matter what they put in there. But yeah, with these, they're not putting a lot though. So I would not say this is going to generate dollar moments. There's only 33 of each common moment.
That's it? How can that be?
Because there's only, in the legendary packs, there's only 125 packs. Now, in the,
there's only 125 packs.
165 packs.
There's got to be packs. There's 220 legendary moments on the list. Mm-hmm. So whether they're going to give these out or not, but if you go on the list and you do the math on it, there's 220 legendary moments.
So then there's 200 packs.
And there's 200 packs.
Yeah, okay. So there's 200 packs.
But they're not distributing all the packs at once. I don't know
how
they
are. The bulk of these moments are in the the rare packs. So in the rare packs, there's about 200 of each common moment from the NFC. So I'm looking at the pack list right now for the rares. Let's just randomly pick the Detroit Lions, like Aiden Hutchinson, 200. Jamar Gibbs, 163. Jared Goff, 200. Josh Reynolds, 200. Sam Laporta, 163.
What are these numbers you're giving me?
The number of commons in the rare packs, in the $74 packs, which there's a lot more of.
Okay, that's what I was going to say, because based on the numbers that I'm seeing, there's going to have to be a boatload. So let me get this straight. These are all the team pack common moments that are coming out. They're not doing any move the chains, any like uncommons.
Mm-mm.
This is just straight up commons. So they're
straight
dumping
commons. So I'm looking. Yeah.
So these are going to go to $1.
Yeah, they might. I mean, it's going to get close. I'm sure. I mean, some of the players will, like the Jahan Dotsons of the world will, Marquise Browns, they'll see $1.
Oh, so. I got to think there's going to be a bunch of them. I mean,
yeah, I mean, some of these are holding pretty good value right now.
I know, but how many Jahan Dotsons are out there right now?
I mean, let's see. They did the Washington team packs. There was 500 packs. There's 5 guys, so 2 per pack. That's 1,000. So probably about 200. So they're basically more than doubling the supply. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again.
Yeah, I'm not. No,
I'm just saying, but let's say they don't even make it to $1. It's just, I mean, the writing is on the wall, because again, if you're talking about 400 moments of a guy that's going to be 3,000, like when are they releasing the rest of these? I don't understand that.
Probably in like the playoff packs when the playoffs hit and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously got to do the AFC too. So these are, I mean, well, no, because it's only going to be AFC guys. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know when they're putting these out.
I don't either. And, like we've talked about, maybe some of these never see the light of day. We can fingers crossed and hope they stop at like 1,000 or something. Who knows?
Make it stop. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is.
They might, I could see them maybe doing like some promos. Like, we talked about like during the playoffs, trying to push this on people saying, here's a free pack. And maybe they give them out at stadiums or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. And then, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm not quite sure like how they're going to, like you said, they're going to be about 500 out of 3,000 distributed. So that's still quite a bit to get out there. So,
oh yeah.
But let's remember though, that Series 2, they were still giving Series 2 away up until just this pack drop. So these could be part of what they give away next year, early in the year when they start doing, 2024 dynamic moments, things like that. I'll be honest, I'm really curious to see how dynamic moments play out next year. This year, it's really cool because no one has a dynamic moment, right?
Right.
But next year, how many people are going to, if you've already got, like, I wonder what's going to happen to the market when, Sam Laporta has already got, well, it's a bad choice because he's a rookie, but let's take Jared Goff, right?
Okay.
Who's having a good year by all means, right? He's having a decent year, but then next year there's going to be another legendary dynamic moment for him.
Yep.
How many, like you've said this in the past, how many legendary Jared Goffs am I going to buy, right? Like chances are that I'm not going to buy more than one unless he's like one of my favorite players or my favorite team or whatever. And so
I think
it'll be interesting.
I think the approach is that you get the moments from this year, you get the videos. That's like your way of kind of cataloging the 2023 season. And that's kind of how you do it. But it's like,
it's going to get expensive to do it.
Yeah. I mean, that to me, that just drags down the value, but whatever.
Well, right. And that's what I'm saying. So I wonder what they'll do. I wonder if they won't, I wonder if they'll be burning 23 moments to get 24 moments or something like that. I mean, they seem to be pretty reckless about burning. Like they're already burning through. Like you look at the burn challenge this week, it is like they just went for it. Like the last few, they were kind of like, they kind of made them like iffy ones. Not this time. You are burning. But what do you
get for burning? Like I looked at it, it's like you get like a dynamic moment or something. It's not like
a legendary.
Is that it?
You get a guaranteed legendary. Up to 35 people get a guaranteed legendary, and you're burning
what do the rest
rares.
Get?
But what's that?
And what do the rest get?
The rest, well, what happens? Let's say 50 people do it, then it's the other people will just get a rare. So it's like there's a bit of a chance for it. Like again, dude, I know it's not for you, and I know
it's not. Do you think people are going to do it?
Yeah, they do it. Dude, they're doing it right now, and there's only 25.
Really?
People are burning. Yeah, dude, people are burning like crazy.
So
things.
what do you got to burn for? I'm sorry, I haven't checked out the challenge yet for that one.
So
I glanced at it, but
yeah, it's the burn challenge is like, for instance, you have to, and it's all dynamic rares or legendaries. But if you burn a legendary, then you're just being crazy. But you basically have to burn a dynamic rare or above of whoever has like more. I want to say it's receptions between DJ Moore and Devontae, or not Devontae, between DJ Moore and Amon-Ra St. Brown. And then you have to burn whoever has more yards between Adams, or I may have this backwards, but basically
so
whoever
they're
the
pitting
contest.
2 players against each other, and you gotta, like, whatever one gets more yards, then you gotta burn that one.
That's right. And I mean, so I'm telling you the lesser ones, Adams and Justin Jefferson, and then you get Dak Prescott versus Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. So you're burning, like, they're going to be burning. People are going to be burning
to get a legendary.
Like,
who's the legendary?
It's random, dude. It could be. I mean, I'm guessing in this pack they're probably going to throw like the CJ Stroud. Like, I feel like this pack's going to be like the one they're doing 10 extra, so there's going to be some stars in there.
That sounds like a high price for not knowing what you're going to get.
Oh yeah, this is for the degenerates, dude. This is what this is all about.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't. You're saying that people have actually done this already?
They have, like, not the dynamic rares, but people have been burning rares to get a shot. Like, just this last week, 70 something people completed a burn challenge and burnt multiple rares for a shot at a legendary, and only 25 of the 71 are going to get legendaries.
What kind of rares were they burning? Dynamic rares?
Some dynamic rares, some debut regular rares, some just all different rares.
Wow.
So
that's I mean, hey, I think that's great for the collectors, but wow.
It is. I mean, the funny thing is like, there are people in the Discord, and you always see the mods trying to explain this, but it's like, just because you don't burn in a challenge doesn't mean it doesn't benefit you. Like, a lot of people are like, well, I can't do that. And it's like, great, don't do that. Buy them, like, own the moment already and just like hang on to it and watch the value go up. Look at like that Tua Road to 100. That's like $100 and something now because I've already burned it. It's like some of these moments, it's like they're creating value for you. So it's like, you don't have to burn to try to get a legendary just to like get value out of it. Hang on to the moments that people are burning, and you're going to get value right there. It's not as sexy and fun. It's not as like,
no, but exciting. It doesn't always have to be. But again,
no, I know, but some people want that's people. Look, some of these people who are upset about it, they're missing out because they feel like, oh, I want, like, there's that feeling of opening a new pack. It's like, you don't know what you're going to get. There's no better feeling than the moment right before you open a pack, because it's hope, right? You're like, this could be the CJ Stroud, this could be the Brock Purdy, this McCaffrey, the whatever, right? Like the valuable moment. You're like, that could be in here. The jersey of so and so.
The life of a degenerate.
You open that pack, yeah, right, and then you get Cameron Jordan, number 29. It's like, and he's a great player, but it's just not the high. So it's like people are just chasing that high. Yeah, exactly.
That's insane.
Yeah, it is. But dude, I love it. I love that people are doing that. And I love that people are, just all different people are participating in this.
Yes. What about let's just talk before we jump into too much more about the packs. What do you think about just overall pricing right now? I mean, we talked about our last episode. We talked about how, you were worried that team packs would kind of crush the market. Mm-hmm. It's been interesting. I've noticed that I'm sure there's been a common from the 2023 set that's gone for $1. But if it has, it's not been very many. It seems like $2 is like the floor of those commons right now, and it seems to be holding pretty steady. Yeah. So I mean, outside, but I think we all kind of know that eventually, once they release those, it's going to kill it.
If they release all 3,000, it will eventually come down. But as of right now,
yes,
there are. I would say there's actually like a shortage right now, because people are paying $9-10 for just for rookie moments for guys that they want to have. So
okay, well, I mean, here's something that I kind of noticed. This is kind of like a little bit of like a under the covers kind of thing. If you look at some of the debut moments from the Series 1, like your Josh Allens, your Joe Burrows, because there's so many new common moments, you're seeing those guys start to like drop down. Like you're seeing Josh Allen debut moment, $7. Joe Burrow debut moment, $7. These like, again, the effect of all these commons coming out, it's like, again, it's going to drive it all down. It's going to bring everything down with it. And it's going to take time. It's going to be a slow roller, but it's eventually going to happen.
It's not, I don't think that it's the new moments driving those down, outside of like the fact that you get a lot of people who just want to like play fantasy or do whatever or have utility. And so they just want a Josh Allen, and the cheapest Josh Allen is not his debut moment.
Well, he had a cheaper one before that.
Yeah, I know, but
both
I'm saying
Burrow and Josh Allen have had cheaper
both
moments.
got new moments that came out in team packs. So
but why get that one versus the one that was already there? There was a Josh Allen for $3.
Cheaper. Right. It
was like,
but having twice as many $3 moments is going to bring down that, because it's like there's people who want utility out of these moments, and there's not utility in owning a debut moment right now.
Okay.
Except for occasional challenges where they're like, hey, you got to have a debut of this guy to burn to get X, Y, Z. But
okay.
So, I mean, so you're right that it's like the market is just getting more flooded with the moments. But what I would say is it's like, there's not a strong enough base of collectors like you and I who are like, debut moments are important. Jersey numbers are important. Low serial numbers are important. Like there are some of those people, but I mean, I'm watching some of these, maybe more in the commons, the jerseys and like the number ones and those serials kind of bring a little bit more dollar wise. But I've been watching some of these rares and legendaries, and it's like the perfect serial, which is if it's like a 30, so it's 30 out of 30, just like the low ask, right? In same with the 300 out of 300 on the rares. It's like people aren't getting the premiums for those that they used to get.
No. And I don't think that, I think we've discussed this before. Serial doesn't, I don't think serial matters. I think it matters to the collector, and that's as far as it goes. I think there's probably some value in having the jersey number or having the number one, but outside of that, the perfect serial, I think it's more for the person collecting.
Yeah. I personally couldn't care less if I think the jersey number is cool, and I think the number one is decent too. But that's as far as it goes. The perfect serial thing, I feel like that's like whoever had that probably was like, hey, what about this? This is a cool one. We should make this valuable too, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I don't think there's much there. So
no.
Again, I think I'll stand by and say that, although crypto is coming up, and I think that's going to kind of help push it along. Flow is now creeping up to about almost 80 cents.
80 cents, yeah.
And I think that's going to help. I still think that this summer, not even this summer, this spring is going to be like, it's going to be sale time at all day. And this is going to be your chance to pick up moments. This is going to be.
So I'm going to just remind you, that's what we said last year. And sale time was December.
And it might be more January. December. Yeah. And it might be more that time. But I think that, again, I think the best sale that you're ever going to see at all day is going to be after the season. I don't think it'll ever be like this again. Unless they fall off the map, unless they crash.
Yeah.
I think that the lowest low is going to be right here.
I would say this to people: if you're trying to buy low, don't wait for a day. Just like
don't wait for a day.
There's people you're trying to get, just catch them along the way. Like, because I'm telling you, like we thought the same thing last year, and the spring actually started to. It was December. It was like, I'll tell you, for me, the time to buy is like going into like the playoff playbook.
Sure.
It was like all the non-playoff teams kind of started falling off, and no one wanted those moments anymore. So you go back and look at some of the prices that people paid in December and January of December 22, January 23. Okay. Those were the lowest prices that I've ever seen for those moments ever, period.
Totally get it. I just don't see how it adds up at the end of the day, because again, there's not enough people collecting. There's a lot of people that you say want to use them for utility. Utility goes away. And they're not even like, again, there's moments that have like 300, 400 total moments, and they are not really going for a premium. So again, once you take utility out of this for the season, I just don't think there's enough people to make it happen.
I mean, I hear you, but they did a pretty decent job last year of doing utility through the off season. Remember, there were a lot of like historical challenges. There was a lot of other, things that kept people busy. So, there was like a month or two off there, but
okay.
What,
no, I mean, what are they going to use basketball games and baseball games? Like,
no, but it was like what
the Rangers
they did last year.
They
just did like historical things and whatever, like
sure.
free agency, and they got all sorts of stuff. The draft. So, I mean, I hear you, but I'm just saying that like I am not convinced like you are that post football season is going to be the best sale ever. Maybe it will be, but that's not going to stop me from when people start dumping.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say if people start dumping in December, January, if people start dumping in January and like December, late December, early January, I'm buying. Like I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to wait till the spring. Like if the moments start coming down, then I'm buying.
I wouldn't wait till then either. But again, all I'm saying is I think that around the end of the season, you're going to start to see it slump, whether it be January, whether it be February, or whether it be like, tomorrow.
Yeah.
As the teams start going out, you're going to see it start to slump. And I think between that point and the beginning of next season, you're going to see a massive dip somewhere in there. So when it starts going low, to me, it's like there's no perfect day, but as that everything starts coming down, that's a great time to buy. Because again, if crypto does take off, which I think it probably will in the next year, but it's going to take some time, that's going to go up. And this is going to trail
that. It's taking off right now. Yeah.
Right. But I feel like the NFTs are not going to be the mainstay. It's going to be like crypto's going to take off. Everybody's going to be like, okay, this is legit again. Then we'll jump on the NFT bandwagon.
And that's what happened last time. The NFTs were not the first thing that went up. It was everything else. It was Bitcoin, then Ethereum, then altcoins, then NFT. I mean, so I would think we were going to follow a very similar trajectory here. Yeah, mm-hmm. I'm not in disagreement with at all with that. So one thing I'll say though, before we abandon completely the pack talk, I'll say two things. One is it was interesting to see like some of these packs are going for, they're $4 packs. And right now to go buy them in the secondary market, they're like $30. Now I know that the legendaries are still out there for some of them, but I will say this, these packs were some of the best designed, best looking packs I have ever seen out of All Day. Like I have to say, they are super clean. They are just like, they're just really nice. And so I personally have been queuing up for the different team packs just for the hell of it. Trying to get a few here and there. I've probably gotten maybe 3 or 4 or whatever different team packs. And you know what? I didn't open them just because they're just so clean. I just want to keep the pack. Like I'm keeping the packs. I may have a legendary in there and I just don't care because it's like, I just want that pack because it's so clean. So
is the top ripped off if you rip it?
I don't know why. I mean, at some point, maybe I will rip them or something. I don't know, but it's just, as of right now, I'm like, I just don't want to open them. Yeah. That's the one. I'm not normally a pack saver either. I'm usually like, I get it, I rip it, and that's it. So, it's saying something that I'm hanging on to these packs.
Yes, I will totally admit that the packs, the way they look, probably the coolest pack they've done yet. Like all the different teams. I mean, I don't know how that like really translates, but it's like, I mean, they're cool to look at. I wish it could be like something that like maybe you can incorporate into your header. Like, you could pick your team and you could do like a design of it. Maybe they could do something with that. They should use something with these packs because they definitely have designed something cool. Whoever the designer is on that, high five. Nice job.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, it's just good when they design good looking products. So and I'll say this too, like the dynamic packs, I think are well done. Like with the players on the front, the silver and gold, they're okay. Nothing special, but they're not bad to look at. But these are just like, these are like geared towards a football fan versus like a fantasy fan or a player fan. Like this is geared towards a team fan, which I really like. And it's like, I'm not like a Titans fan or whatever, but I have a Titans pack and I like looking at it. Like, I'm like, hey, this is a nice clean look. Speaking of which, did you get a Jaguars pack or not?
I did.
Did you also, did you try to get one in the secondary market or are they too expensive?
I did not. No. I don't know how much they cost. I really just, I will admit I got in line for one pack. I tried to do the Chiefs and the Eagles just to resell. I ended up buying a Browns one. I was going to resell it, and then the price kind of started dipping. I think the legendary was pulled, and I'm just like, fuck it. I'll just keep it. Yeah, but
I'm
again,
look at the team packs here to see.
Yeah,
now I know that, again, some of the legendaries are definitely still out there, which make those packs a lot more desirable.
Since we're talking about teams and you're looking that up, can I please just say something? Can we do something with the team moments, for fuck's sake? I mean, give the team moments just give them a little something. You keep running these like playbooks and they're very similar. Just put the team moments in for like one fucking thing. Come on.
Yeah. I will say the one thing that the one critique I'll make is that the little banners, like the first release holiday feast banners on the team packs. But yeah. I'm just nitpicking right now.
You're nitpicking.
All right. I am.
Team moments.
Jags, where are they?
What, $9 to $11? I'm guessing.
For who, the Jags?
Yeah.
I thought the Jags were going for more. But you're right. A lot of these prices are dropping just as the legendaries are being found. So that's good.
And that
for
makes
people
sense.
who want to have them.
Exactly. I mean, I would think at some point they'd probably go for $4.
There we go. Jags, $14.
Yeah, that's a waste of money.
The Packers pack is $33.
Obviously, their guy hasn't been pulled yet.
I would assume not. I'm curious to see the Texans, $33 as well. So, and I believe that's a CJ Stroud that's out there floating somewhere.
No, it's not a CJ Stroud, I don't think.
No, I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a...
No, I'm pretty sure that's who it was because it was. I remember. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I mean, you're usually like on top of that stuff, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Cowboys 25, Lions 24. Now, some of these might just be higher too because they were the original drops or whatever too. So I don't know. Like, I'm not quite sure.
It could be
that or hasn't been found.
Yeah. It could also be that people put them out for sale and then they just never got back to it.
Yep. Well, right. I mean, and some people just may just have them out for that price and just be like, hey, that's the price. So
right. Just let it sit.
They seem to be higher for the feast ones because even like the Niners are 15, Seattle 18, Commanders 15. And I mean, some of those legendaries had to have been found. So,
right.
They're
I think
somewhere
people are
out
just kind of sitting on them. Just kind of like, whatever the price is.
But then when you get into like the second drop, like the one on Sunday, the Chargers, Patriots, Cardinals, it's like Browns, 10, 9, 8, 10, 9, 9, 8, 9.
Yeah.
15 for the Eagles. So that must be a legendary still sitting out there. 16 for the Chiefs. Or that could just be that they're the better teams. And so people are.
I think it's just that they're the better teams. And maybe that, they just never. There probably weren't as many packs for sale, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Probably. Well, no, they were the same amount, 500 for each.
No, packs for sale, like in the secondary market.
Yeah, because more people are fans of those teams. Yeah, that's certainly
possible. Does it show the number of packs that are for sale?
It does, if you click into it. So like Chiefs, for instance, there's 600 packs that have been distributed, 350 are ripped, 144 being held, 39 for sale, and 67 unavailable.
Huh. What about in comparison to like a team that's like not, like a, take the Cleveland Browns, for instance.
Sure. All right, let's see.
Still a playoff team, but
true.
As of right now, as of today.
Browns have 306 ripped, 186 holding, 40 for sale, and 68 unavailable. So
similar.
I mean, 40 less ripped. So the supply of secondary Browns pack is a little bit more, but not enough. I mean, I guess it's 15
as far as for sale, it was 39 and 40, right?
For sale, yes, but there's more people just holding the Chiefs packs.
Yes.
I think it'd be probably a little bit more interesting to compare it to like one of the teams that's got, that's the packs are going for a lot more. Some of the earlier ones here, let's see real quick.
Like the Texans?
Yeah. So Texans, $33, 500 packs ripped. No, I'm sorry, 500 packs, 437 of them ripped, 54 held, only 9 for sale, 0 unavailable. So a little bit more of a constrained supply. There was also, I didn't get this email, but apparently some people got an email with a second chance to buy a team pack, where they could go out and purchase a team pack.
What do you mean exactly? So they could like,
I don't know which team it was, but some people in the Discord were getting an email from Dapper that sent them a private link to go out and buy a team. It was like a second chance at a team pack.
huh?
So I'm guessing it's people who maybe like tried for all of them on Sunday and didn't get one or something like that. But it was like, I just made that up. I don't know if that's what it was, but some people got an email and had the ability to go out and buy a pack.
Were the packs even available? I mean, were there any?
Yeah, they
left?
were, because like I just said, there was 600 Chiefs packs. There's only 500 released on Sunday, so they made more of those. So it looks like the Chiefs were one of the teams that they did that with.
Okay,
I'm guessing.
So let me understand this then. So they're going to release these moments, these team moments that are in these team packs, in these legendary and rare packs. So does that diminish the amount of actual packs that there's going to be? You know what I mean? Because
there's 3,000, dude. So I mean, they got plenty to burn through. They're not going to run out. Let's put it that way.
Right, but if they're putting those moments in other packs,
yeah,
like, are they going to have?
It just means that they're going to have to make another 100 Texans packs at some point.
Got it. So they're not. So actually, they're going to have, like, the amount of actual packs that are out there is going to be a lot less, maybe, than what we thought.
Of the team packs,
right? Because
they're putting the moments in other things. Yes.
Correct. So I'm saying okay. So maybe you're onto something with collecting these packs. Maybe that's why they're going for more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying, is that I think the packs themselves are collectible.
Correct.
But I think there'll be multiple drops. I do think.
I think so too.
With 3,000, like, there'll be a second drop for every team.
Yes.
I won't guarantee it, but it sure feels like that there will be.
It almost feels like maybe it could be more about the pack than the actual moments in the pack, except for the
whatever it's about. Like, again, whatever brings people happiness and joy and value, great. Like,
yeah,
I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter to me. It's like, it's like whatever you need to do to incentivize people to hang on to your product and not sell it. That's what makes it valuable.
Got it. All right, let's move on to what's next, if there is a next. The AFC packs, those come out. Do we have a date on those?
No, nothing's been announced yet. So I'm assuming it'll be next weekend, but I mean, no,
right.
No for sure reason for that.
And then as far as the NFC goes, the burn challenge kicks off when the game starts.
There's a burn challenge for the packs, and that starts on the Sunday night game.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Kick off.
No,
I didn't hear you say the Sunday night game. My bad.
Yeah, when the Eagles Cowboys game.
Yep. Cowboys, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, when that game kicks off, yeah. Okay.
Yep. So earlier in the day, throughout the day, they're going to be dropping team packs. There's like, I want to say 9 to 11, somewhere between the 9 and 11 number of team packs that get dropped. Basically, I think it's all the rest of the teams this week. So those packs get dropped. Those team packs get dropped during the day games. And then at night, the Eagles Cowboys play. And that's when they kick off the burning challenge. And I know last time the legendary burning challenge filled up real quick. Like, so I would not be surprised if I'm sure it's going to, I mean, I don't know what it's going to be. Probably like burn an NFC, like, someone who's in the top 10 of rushing, receiving, or passing maybe, or something like that. But
have them burn it. So it looks like what? The Panthers, the Saints, the Buccaneers, the Falcons, the Ravens, the Bears, the Bengals, the Vikings, the Raiders, the Bills, the Broncos, the Giants. Those are
11? That sounds about right.
2, 4, 6, 8, like 12.
Oh, okay.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
I think so. I thought it was 11 for some reason, but maybe, I mean, I don't quote me on it. So.
Yeah, it's 12. So,
okay.
Yeah, so it's, and the Giants is going to be on Monday night. So they've got.
That's okay. So there's 11 on Sunday and then 1 on Monday night. That must be right. What I saw.
So it looks like they're doing 4, 7 at noon. So it looks like a whole bunch of them. 7 are going, and then they've got 4 that are going or 2 that are going at 3:05 Eastern, and then 3:25. They've got 2 more going, which are the Buccaneers, or not the Buccaneers, but the Bills and the Broncos at 3:25, and then the Monday night's the Giants.
Yep.
Giants is kind of a boner to have on Monday night, but it's,
Hey, maybe you'll get a Daniel Jones.
Maybe.
Yeah. No, not looking forward to the Giants pack, but probably I'll still try for one just to get the pack. Like like I said, I wouldn't, if the packs come down cheap enough or whatever, I would collect one of each for the hell of it. So
yeah. One thing I did notice on the legendaries for the legendary pack drop for the NFC is there was a couple of goose eggs. Did you notice that? What's his name? There was what is it? It is is it Alvin Kamara? No, it's the guy below Alvin Kamara. Cameron.
No, it is Alvin Kamara. He is a goose egg. I see it.
And then the guy from the Cowboys, I think, was a goose egg too. The interception dude.
Oh, Deron Bland. Yeah, I see that. You're right.
So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting.
An eagle eye there.
It is. And then there's one more down here at the bottom. No,
Devin Witherspoon is also a goose egg.
Is that the other one? I just thought that was kind of interesting why they picked.
That is interesting.
It
is. I see I'm looking at the list right here.
No, so, and there's a couple of twos in there too, which I mean
that makes sense. That's just to balance it or whatever. But the 3s and 2s make sense. The 0, that's interesting to me. That is
how many of these guys, the goose egg guys, how many are left?
I'll tell you what though, the goose egg guys were from the most recent drop.
Okay,
so I don't know if that's why, but all 3 of those guys were in drop 4. They were part of drop 4. So. Maybe there's something going on there with that. I don't know what, but that is
why. I mean,
good,
is
again,
every
good
single,
eye, but yeah,
is every single person that has a legendary on this list? Is that so? They've included. Okay, interesting.
I mean, I have not gone through and hand reconciled each one to each one, but
I
just looking at it, it appears. I would say the fact that they included the guys that are goose eggs, I would say yes. Because otherwise, why would they only include 3 goose eggs and then not include guys on the list?
How many legendaries did they do per team? Was it 5?
Well, there's some that have 6. There's some that have 4. Most teams have 5, but a few have 6. And then some have, like the Rams, for instance, have 4 because Cam Akers got traded to the Vikings. And so they never got a 5th one. Or no, did they? 2, 3. Okay, so wait a minute. Hold up. They did leave guys off the list because I'm looking at the Rams right now. I see Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, Tyler Higbee. Guess who's missing?
Puka.
My man Puka.
Yep. Interesting.
So it looks like maybe it's the guys from the 4th drop that aren't part of this drop.
But why would they list a couple? And then,
that's a really, I mean, like I said, that's a really good eye on your part and really interesting why they would choose to do that. Who else? I'm trying to think of any other guys in the NFC that were on that drop. There was
it
Packer. So Packer, Jaden Reed, not on the list. He was part of the drop. A-Chain's AFC. We need NFC.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Was Witherspoon part of that?
Witherspoon was, and he's a 0.
So maybe they just accidentally listed a couple guys and then just pulled them.
Yeah.
And just put
Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk was a NFC guy. He's not on the list. Okay. So nice eye. None of the 4th release guys are included.
Okay.
In the legendary packs.
So I noticed also that, like when I went to like Brock Purdy and a few other guys, they've only got 6 or 5 legendaries left. So it looks like half the load is coming with this. I don't know how many are part of the rare, but it seems like they're going to leave it for like one more, I guess maybe one more drop, maybe? I don't know. Or just maybe kind of like hit or miss in between.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're not distributing everything. So there's still going to be some left.
So I can tell you why. Okay, so I solved the mystery for you. You know how you were saying why are the 3, Alvin Kamara, Devin Witherspoon, and Deron Bland, why were those 3 specifically put on the legendary list with goose eggs? It's because there's one of their legendaries in the rare packs.
Got it. Okay.
So the 3 guys who have the 3, like, so no one from the 4th drop made it into the legendary packs, but 3 of them made it into the rare packs.
So
so they're just showing that those 3 guys are in here but not there.
So did they take guys like Puka and put him in the rare too?
Nope, only the 3 that were listed on the other.
Okay.
So but now I'll say this though, on the legendary packs, you can get all the Rams I listed. On the rare packs, you can only get Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford. So the rare moments, the rare legendary moments are a much more limited set.
Sure. So and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, good detective work there.
All right.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So outside of pack drops, talked about just moment prices in general, the market in general.
Mm-hmm. There's one more thing I was going to bring up, which was
sure. Yeah, go ahead.
This weekend is a in-person meetup in Vegas for all day fans. So they got a place. I forgot what casino it was already, but it's like a 4-hour thing. I want to say like during the morning, during the early games. I want to say it goes like from 10 to 3 ish.
Okay.
And so they're doing a meetup. Apparently, there's a crafting challenge that will be unique to that meetup. So the only way you can craft this moment is to go to this physical meetup. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It'll be, if it's a really good player, that could be, I don't know how many people will be at the meetup, but it could potentially, it won't be a legendary because legendaries only go up to 30. So probably it's going to be a rare moment, but it could be a sought after moment if it's someone who's a desirable player in any way whatsoever.
I think they should do something where they like find a player who doesn't have a moment, who's kind of come out at the very end, not Puka, but somebody like that, and make a special legendary for those people that come out there and like do something like. I think that would be cool. If people are gonna take a plane or whatever they're gonna do and come all the way out there, they should make something really special for those people.
Yeah, so
I'm not going to be one of those people. Maybe you're going to be one of those guys.
I might be. It's not too far. We're in Phoenix. It's in Vegas. It's not a far journey for us. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I will say this: the one thing I wish they would have done is that I signed up for the interest form, and just today was finally when they sent like the when and where, and it's Thursday, and the event's on Sunday, and it's like, unless you like booked a flight like way in advance and knew, that's kind of a
shitty planning.
Some shitty planning. I know that there's another show called All Day Unlimited, I think it's called, or it's whatever that group is. It's like they're a Discord group that's like, it's like the biggest Discord subgroup of All Day. It's like a bunch of the big dogs are in that group.
Okay.
And I know they're doing some sort of in-person meetup that same weekend, and I'm sure they lined it up with the All Day people. But it's like anybody else who's not part of that group, it's like it was finding out on Thursday where you're supposed to be on a Sunday. It's like, come on, it's like these guys got to do better than that. Like, so
yes,
I love the idea and I love the thought of meeting people in person, and I really would like to go and do that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, just kind of the shaft for a lot of people, I'm sure. So I don't know how well attended it'll be.
I want to say that All Day's job on Twitter has gotten a lot better. That's one area where I feel like they weren't letting anybody know anything. I feel like they're letting people know everything now. So again, this would be an example of like they should have been putting that shit out, and maybe I just missed it.
They might have too, again, but
it's just like get the information out.
It's not even that. It's not even the channel they got the information out on. It's the fact that they just didn't, like, it shouldn't have taken till Thursday to have your shit together. Like, they should have had this weeks. Well, no, again, I don't really care where they post it. That's not what my complaint is. Not they did post it in the blog, let's say, like, great. The problem is that like you shouldn't be finalizing where things are going to be 3 days before the event.
Of course. But I'm just saying, it's like when you do shit, like put it out on all your channels and get it out kind of early. And it's like, if you're just figuring it out on Thursday, then postpone it.
Well, I think they couldn't do that because of the fact that
how hard is it to get fucking people to meet at a goddamn casino? It's like,
but I think a lot of the whatever that other group, I want to say again, I'm thinking it's All Day Unlimited. I may be missaying it, so apologies to them if I am, but
sure.
I think they have something planned out there that weekend, and so they were trying to make them coincide, and that's probably what they were working with. And it just, again, like I said, it's great for the All Day Unlimited people, but it kind of shafted everybody else. That's all. So.
Got it.
If you were already going to Vegas for the weekend, it's like awesome.
Right.
If you weren't, but you're like us and you're somewhat nearby and you want to go, you were kind of like, well, is it happening or not? You're like, I wasn't like, do you want to book a ticket with the risk that, like they may just cancel it because it is all day after all. It's not like a guarantee that something's going to happen. So
correct. Well, I mean, for somebody you're on Discord a lot more than I am. For somebody who's not on Discord as much, it's like, I would never even know about this.
Yeah.
So again, it's just like, to me, it's like a losing proposition. It's like, again, this is where they fail.
Well, get on Discord, old man.
I'm on Discord. It's just I don't use it as frequently as other people. So it's just, I think it's just an example of like, again, where it's like.
Okay, but I will say this to that end. If you're not on Discord a lot, then that's fine. Just go to Discord. Everything is posted in announcements. You can scroll back. You can see how many things you missed. Just read the new shit. Like go on Discord, once or twice a week and just read the announcements. Everything gets in the announcements.
Right.
That's worth a shit. Yeah.
Right. But again, I guess maybe it's been a couple of weeks since I've been on there.
Yeah. Understood.
So I missed it. Anyway.
Well,
great.
You missed it. It's the way it goes.
Missed it. I'm not going to
This
Vegas.
episode's winding down. We are done.
Yes, we are.
Thanks for tuning
Almost
in.
like Trevor Lawrence's career last night or the other night.
First of all, I told you that was a low ankle sprain. He was going to be fine.
Hey.
I know. You worried more because you're a fan. I get it.
I am.
Is he playing this weekend even?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I think
but
they're
he's
still
going to miss
figuring
like
out. But
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll miss like 2 weeks.
We're still in this shit. Okay.
Yeah.
We're still in it.
Jags
Unlike the Bears. Okay. We're still in this.
Yeah. Bears are beating the Lions this weekend, though.
Bears are beating the Lions.
The Bears will beat the Lions this weekend.
All right. You got any other prediction? Hey, we got a couple minutes here. Let's run it down here.
The Bears will beat the Lions this weekend.
All right. Hang on.
Yep.
For anybody who wants to stick around, fine. If you don't, go to Discord.
Yeah, you want to hear some degenerate football picks? Tune in.
Let's do this shit. All right. Schedule. Here we go. All right. I'm predicting that the Patriots will beat the Steelers on the game's already happened, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna play along and say I think it's gonna be like a close game.
Oh, okay.
The Patriots probably pull it out by a field goal.
I didn't know if you realized it's okay. Anyway,
yeah, I did.
Let's see. Tampa Bay at Atlanta.
I
got Atlanta. Yeah. Okay. Rams at Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Baltimore too. Detroit at Chicago.
I tell you, Chicago's gonna pull that upset.
Right. Detroit. Colts at the Bengals.
That is a tough one.
Colts.
The Colts, I always pick against the Colts and then they always fuck me. But you know what? I don't care. Bengals
it is. Jags at Browns.
That is a good one with CJ Beathard at the helm and the Browns defense. Oh God, that is just going to be an ugly game. Yes. I mean, flip a coin. Browns at home.
I'm going to go Browns at home because I have a feeling the weather's going to be bitter cold and the Jaguars
might CJ Beathard sucks. I'm sorry. He just sucks.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
But,
sucks.
Okay. Well, he wouldn't be in the NFL if he sucked. All right. Carolina.
He sucks compared to Trevor Lawrence.
Carolina at New Orleans. New Orleans.
Yep.
Okay. Texans at the Jets.
I think this is going to be a good test for CJ Stroud.
Jets.
I really like this matchup, but Texans are going to win.
Jets.
Okay, Texans. I got Texans.
Vikings at Raiders. Josh Dobbs is not consistent.
Yeah, but they had a week on a bye to get it. Or no, they didn't. Did they? Well, they had like a half bye.
Seems like he does better when he comes in off the street.
Yeah. Vikings.
All right, he's going Vikings. Seahawks at 49ers.
Niners.
Yeah, I'm going to go Niners too.
Yeah, no question.
Buffalo at Kansas City.
Buffalo needs this game so much more, but I have been saying I've said since day one of this season that Buffalo won't make the playoffs, so I'm going Kansas City.
Yeah, you also said that Kansas City is going to win the Super Bowl.
I still think Kansas City does win the Super Bowl.
Okay. Well, hey, we got it on video here.
I said this week 0 of the NFL season. I said you know it because we argued about this shit. I said Buffalo will miss the playoffs and Kansas City win the Super Bowl.
Well,
I put my money where my mouth is.
Steelers just gave him a big intro to get back in. They were one of the playoff teams.
The Steelers aren't making the playoffs. It's the Steelers aren't making the playoffs.
Yeah. All right. So, Denver at the Chargers. Chargers.
Yeah, it's got to be the Chargers. Got to win that game, right?
I feel like the Chargers haven't won in like 10 weeks. I know it
feels like they haven't, but they should be able to beat Denver. So at home, yeah, Chargers.
Is Justin Herbert's rare down to like $5 now?
I think it's like $7.75. Yeah, $7.75. Yeah.
All right, Eagles at Cowboys.
Everybody's like the Eagles got their asses kicked. They're going to come back and they're going to lay a whooping on the Cowboys.
I feel like the Cowboys just never show up for these big games.
No, they don't. So Eagles, yeah, I agree. Eagles it is.
I didn't realize this, but there's 2 Monday night games?
Yeah, there are. Remember we talked about this like late in the season, they just did a random.
Oh, okay.
And they're just like shit bomber games too. It's like
yes, they are. Well, actually, the first one's not that bad. Tennessee at Miami.
Really? Tennessee at Miami, you think it's going to be a game?
Will Levis comes out there.
Yeah, and throws 3 picks.
Couple evolutions for his dynamic legendary.
Throws a couple tutties to both teams. Yeah, no.
Right.
Miami, and if they want to put up 70 again, this is a game to do it.
All right, how about this one? Packers at Giants. I'm going to say it's going to be a close game.
I mean, it certainly could be because Jordan Love is maturing, but he is looking so much better. He is like, we talked about this guy. We said he would be good. He's starting to show.
I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm taking the Giants.
All right, I'll take the Packers.
I think it's going to be close.
Next episode, and we'll review our hot takes and see. Right. We'll see who did better.
Right, 3 right for Ryan, 4 right for Mike.
That's right. Oh, you're being optimistic. I was thinking like 3 and 2. All right, you're giving us 1 each. All right, I like that.
All right, let's get out of here.
Definitely.
Later.